Plaintiff Brianne Wiley says last year on her birthday, her ex died in a drunk driving accident. Brianne believes the defendant was also intoxicated when he hit and totaled her car, and she's suing him today for the damages. Defendant Chad Barron says on the night of the accident he was completely sober and lost control of the car while it was snowing. Chad says despite the fact that he was knocked out and taken to the hospital, the only thing Brianne cared about was her car.
Start with you.
This past year on my birthday, I lost one of my really close friends. He was also an ex-boyfriend due to drunk driving. The night before we were texting, we were getting ready to hang out, and the next morning, which was my birthday, I got a phone call saying that he passed away due to someone being intoxicated. The reason why I'm here today on principle is because I believe that the defendant was under the influence of something when he hit and totaled my car.
This is a separate occasion, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
On January 12th of this year, I was sleeping inside my home. I woke up, my neighbor was banging on the door. She was really frantic. I was terrified, I didn't know what was going on. I go outside and I see my car where it was parked. It was no longer in its spot. It was perpendicular to where I had parked it. The defendant remained in the car, unresponsive. He wasn't answering to anything that we were saying to him until the police came. The police then stated that they thought that he was under the influence of something because his pupils were very dilated. After that, the police officer then told me that he had no insurance. He had stopped paying his insurance in September of 2011. After that, they took him away in the ambulance, and I didn't hear anything after that. The next day I went and got the police report. I seen that the defendant lived down the street from me. I go down there. I asked if he was home. The family member, whoever he lived with, told me that he wasn't there. I left my name, I left my number. I said, please have him call me, maybe work something out. Never heard anything. Months went by, never heard anything. So I believe that he was just running away from what he did. And then I finally found him on Facebook, contacted him there, still nothing.
Sir?
First of all, Your Honor, I was completely sober. I was on my way to work. It was snowing. When I lost control of the car, I was knocked unconscious from the impact, taken in the hospital. She was, from what I understand, she was just out there yelling and screaming. She could care less about my condition. She said that her car was totaled out, which she was still driving.
No, that's
after that.
completely untrue.
Me.
You spoke with her afterwards?
No, sir, I have not.
Why not?
I don't have a reason.
Oh, okay. You want her to care about you, but you don't care about her. You didn't even check to see you dodged her, in fact. Good enough. You have any defense?
No, sir, I do not.
You have something to say, ma'am? Come on up.
I was actually the one
You have to stand up and state your name.
I was actually the one screaming and yelling. I'm Jessica. I was living with Bree at the time. When we first went out there, I went up to his car and I was knocking on the windows. He wasn't answering. I was trying to open the door. I was trying to see if he was okay, and he was unresponsive. I saw him moving around in there, but he wasn't opening the door. He wasn't, doing anything. I was knocking, and then when the police came and opened the door, he turned and he looked at me, and I go, "Do you have insurance?" And he's just looking at me, so I, kind of was getting furious. My roommate was in hysterics.
I'm with him now, though. You didn't care anything about the man? First thing you say is, do you have insurance?
Yeah,
You at least said, sir, are you all right? And then ask that.
The police had, been by him for a couple minutes already.
The man is out of it. He said, sir, you got insurance. Yeah.
We're two young girls with not a lot of money.
You have your estimate, ma'am?
Yeah.
All right. And this says, in good shape, it's 2802.
I also hit this.
What is that?
This is a written statement from I ended up having to save all my money and buy a new car because I worked 30 minutes away from where I was living at the time. I was giving people gas money.
So you want him to pay for your new car and your old car? That's a pretty good deal.
He put me through
the new one and the old one. I think not. He's going to pay for the one he wrecked. $2,802. Sir, you pretty pitiful sitting over there. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.